Professionalism Research Project by MHill. School counselors can struggle with reliability and dependability, particularly concerning expectations and being adequately prepared for responsibilities. This is largely due to the varied expectations and responsibilities placed on school counselors. One cannot fully meet expectations and fulfill responsibilities effectively if he or she is uncertain of such duties. School counselors can also struggle to sufficiently and promptly meet deadlines, which can hinder their reliability and dependability. Failure to meet deadlines can be a direct result of not knowing precisely what the expectations and responsibilities are for school counselors. The difficulty in knowing these can be exacerbated by the fact that the expectations and responsibilities often vary from school to school. Current problems that school counselors encounter include lack of clarity regarding communication, particularly from administrators, stakeholders, and state education agencies. Too often, the school counselor's role is not clearly defined. In many cases, there are different takes on what exactly a school counselor's role is among school counselors themselves and among others working within educational settings. For example, principals may have expectations for the school counselor that differ from those held by the American School Counseling Association. If expectations are not communicated clearly, then those in the school counseling profession cannot perform their duties effectively. The ASCA National Model contains a framework for school counseling programs. While this framework is very helpful, it can be the case that school administrators have expectations for school counselors that fall outside of the framework. At times, there may be misunderstandings concerning exactly what is expected of school counselors. Unfortunately, some school counselor education programs do not adequately prepare future school counselors to deal with these differences in role expectations. Instead, some programs focus solely on the ASCA framework. Current problems regarding reliability and dependability in the school counseling profession also include discrepancies between students' views of the school counselor and administrators' views. The school counselor is typically viewed as an advocate for students, someone who is there to support, encourage, and help them succeed. This is how the school counselor's purpose is often communicated to students. However, there are times when he or she may be called upon by the principal or assistant principal to assist with discipline issues or other administrative duties. Again, the school counselor's duties are often not clearly communicated, so there may be confusion not only among professionals, but also among students. Students also frequently associate school counselors with testing, which can hinder school counselors' efforts at communicating helpful information to students. Knowledge of the exact parameters of one's professional obligations is a key component for effective advocacy. Without clear understanding of the scope of their professional duties, it will be difficult for school counselors to adequately perform those duties. Hence, the problems that school counselors often face because of lack of clarity when it comes to expectations can have a strong effect on their reliability and dependability. Kozlowski and Hull suggest making several changes to counselor education programs. Among the topics in need of reformation are workload and unique roles, along with clinical and pre-service experiences. In particular, workload and unique roles must be comprehensively addressed due to the number of tasks given to school counselors, both as a part of implementing the ASCA framework and independent of this implementation. Student service plans can also provide clarification, as they typically specify the professional responsible for making accommodations. These types of plans indicate the accommodations needed for the student, which can also help clarify what the school counselor can do to help the student. Additionally, these plans can assist the school counselor in determining when a student who is currently receiving counseling no longer needs those services. Clarity in terms of expected workloads and school counselors' roles in providing various services may lead to improved reliability and dependability. One primary way to help the school counseling profession in regards to meeting deadlines, following expectations, and being prepared for responsibilities is to establish clear expectations for school counselors. School counselors can regularly ask for clarification if he or she is unsure of what is expected. Once clarity is gained, they can also meet with faculty to explain their role and responsibilities pertinent to teachers and students. Another way to help the profession is to regularly refer to the American School Counseling Association's Ethical Standards for School Counselors. This document offers clear guidelines concerning ethical standards, which can help ensure that school counselors remain ethical in their pursuit of clarification. The standards include information about the counselor's responsibilities to students as well as to parents and guardians. Keeping these at the forefront of one's mind might help when discussing expectations and responsibilities with principals, assistant principals, teachers, students, parents, guardians, and other stakeholders.